We are headed out of our Prague hotel right now and we're headed to the train station because we're gonna go to Vienna for the next 4 days.
If you're new here, we're Drew and Isabelle and we just spent the last 2 days exploring the Czech Republic's quirky capital.
Not John, Jan.
Na zdraví!
Well, that's not a rainstorm, it's an ice storm. Our next stop is Vienna, Austria, then Bratislava, Slovakia before ending our trip in Budapest, Hungary.
That we'll just have to do. Warm it. See you on the train.
So the train leaves in about 23 minutes. There's not that many platforms here, so you have like 5-6 minutes once the platform shows to actually get to the train. So we're staying at a hotel brand called 25 Hours. They've got hotels all around the world and they're always a different theme and very unique. Our first one was in Florence and it was heaven and hell themed and it kind of made us fall in love with the brand. And this one is circus themed. No, we're not sponsored, but we don't gatekeep cool brands.
Fluffy. So fluffy. Oh, I was gonna walk into that park, but is it open? I don't know how to open it. Good morning, we're stepping outside for our first full day in Vienna.
We're staying in the museum quarter, so as you probably guessed, it is full of museums, but the buildings that house the museums are sometimes even more impressive. So we're gonna go on a little stroll around the city, check out the buildings, the architecture, show you our favorite buildings, and have ourselves a good day.
We're pretty sure that they're taking down the New Year's celebration setup because it looks like there was a stage with like a silver ball in the center. And if that's the case, you don't ever realize how much work goes into the pre and post production of these like insanely big events. But there's just 50 men around putting away all of the stuff and it's just kind of crazy to see how much goes into it. So it seems like there's a lot of projects going on right now. I think it's winter time. Duh, it's winter time. So there's a lot of construction going on to prepare for the summer months and the warmer time of year. They're working on some new train stations, a new U-Bahn, and everywhere we've been walking, there's just been construction on the roads. We have to keep on like crossing roads because there's always a stopping point, but we'll make our way around somehow. It might just take a bit longer than we were expecting. We're getting kind of hungry and we also wanted to grab some coffee because walking around looking at architecture all day can get a little bit tiring. We're headed to our first Viennese coffee house, or I guess cafe. Vienna is home to a bunch of cafes. It's been a big thing since the 1680s when the Turkish left coffee beans here. It's become a very integral part of society. People will just go sit in coffee houses, enjoy a piece of cake. This one that we're going to is called Café Central. It's one of the popular ones that shows up, but apparently Sigmund Freud used to sit and eat his cake there. It also looks amazing from the photos. So let's go check this place out. Really is a beautiful city just to walk around and admire the architecture. Wish I knew a little bit more about architecture, but it looks cool. So there is a bit of a line to get in, but the inside does look really cool. So I think it's worth at least checking it out. But we are looking on Google Maps to see if maybe there's somewhere that's a little less packed. No. No, we can't do it, but if you do happen to be in Vienna, I do think that place is worth checking out. It's also the lunch rush, and we're hungry and really just want to get inside. And Drew's feeling a little sick.
This is not the restaurant we were planning on, but so far it's looking pretty good. I got a bit of a cough and my mom's sick, so I'm hoping I don't get what she has. So I'm preparing. Fruit, tea, vitamins.
This morning we were looking up the do's and don'ts of Vienna just to make sure we don't make any rookie mistakes. And one thing we did learn is Vienna has some of the cleanest and safest tap water. So you don't actually need to buy bottled water everywhere you go. You can ask for tap water and they'll be happy to give it to you. And it's nice and cold. The more you know.
This is gonna heal me. I'll be fine in a few hours. We are heading in that building right there, which is the Vienna Museum of Natural History. It is also one of the best natural history museums in the whole world. Founded over 100 years ago and now has over 30 million different items in it, from dinosaurs to gemstones to meteorites. So we're gonna go nerd out for a little bit. What are you most excited to see in the museum?
Probably the T-Rex. I think also just like the interior. I mean, if it looks like this on the outside, I'm sure the inside's really cool too. They've got two major museums here. They've got the art museum called like the Kunst Arts Museum, and then right to the left is the Natural History Museum. Two world-renowned museums.
We just learned a fun fact. The term dinosaur came from dinos, meaning frightening, and saur, meaning reptile. So that's where the name dinosaur comes from, is frightening reptile. So this is a real dinosaur bone that you're allowed to touch.
Some things are better left extinct. Insane museum. We just spent about 3 hours just walking through. There's 2 floors.
Yeah, probably a top 3 museum that I've ever been in for me.
I would say like number 2.
What's number 1?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what number 1 is. The Louvre was pretty intense. We're gonna go eat some dinner.
Pho!
Pho, because we're not feeling great.
So I am not doing too hot this morning, but it is looking really nice outside, so I'm taking these pills. They are Tylenol and caffeine. So hopefully they can fix me up and I can at least get out for a little bit. But I think Isabelle's gonna have to go out on her own for this morning. Hey Vienna viewers, quick interruption from the future. I am okay. And I'm currently on the Nile River, so make sure you subscribe because the next few videos are gonna be awesome.
Well, I have to say, it is, oh, wow, sunny out here. Apparently I need my sunglasses because I missed that tree. There are so many museums in the museum quarter. They don't call it that for nothing. We've got the Leopold Museum where I'm going in. This building here looks like either a performing arts center or another museum. And then this one's really cool. Right here, this building behind me, called the Museum of Modern Art. Super modern building, fits the name. Well, that was very fun. I have never been in a museum by myself, but it was very relaxing and kind of peaceful to be able to walk around at my own pace. Learned a lot about a few of the artists in there, can really tell a lot about them just by looking at their art. But it's cold outside. Apparently the sun is leaving us, so I'm gonna go to the National Library of Austria, which is supposed to be beautiful. I think it's snowing. Yeah, snow's coming down. Okay, I need to get inside. passed by the library and realized that my phone is at 6% and I need to charge it before I go in there. Can't have it dying on me while I'm taking photos. So I'm gonna go find a coffee shop, warm up a little bit, maybe grab a cake or something. I don't know, I'm kind of hungry. There's one just down the street from here. Hallo. Ich nehme ein Apfelstrudel und ein heiße Zitrone mit Ingwer, bitte.
Okay, danke.
Dankeschön. Got some fuel. Now we can go to the National Library of Austria. So the Austrian National Library houses 12 million or some crazy number like that amount of books. Obviously there's libraries all over Austria, but this is the central one. This is where most of their collections of books are, and it's in this beautiful building. Oh my god, it looks like I'm going into the Harry Potter library or something crazy. Place is like shaped kind of like a church, but instead of just books everywhere. Oh my god. I've never seen anything like it. That building is just insane. Highly recommend if you're in Vienna to go check out the State Library. It is honestly so cool. I'm gonna go back to the hotel and check on Drew, see how he's doing, see how his mom's feeling. Poor guys. I still feel all right, so I'm hoping it means that I'm not gonna get the cold or the flu or whatever they have. So the latest is that there is in fact a flu epidemic going around in France right now. There's a red alert in Paris, and so I just opened the window, grabbed a bunch of stuff to make myself stay healthy and then get him back to recovery. Deanne says she's starting to feel better. We've got 2 more countries on this trip and we've got a lot to see, so rest up.
I will be back.
Oh man.
Good morning from Bratislava. I still am sick. It's about day 4 of me being totally useless. However, today I am up and at 'em and at least walking around a little bit. This is our only full day here, but we're gonna check out the old town, hopefully go out for dinner if I'm feeling up for it. It is Monday, so a lot of the stuff here is closed, like the palace that we wanted to visit is closed. So we're just walking around, but we got some hot honey wine.
From this cute little store, Mozart. Oh god, I cannot say it right, but it is delicious. A bit strong.
Oh, that is strong.
Probably make you feel all better for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But now we'll continue our walk. Who knows what quirky things we'll end up doing today. This is actually the national dish of Slovakia. I'm not going to say it in Slovakian, but it's basically potato dumplings with sour cream and bacon on top and sheep's cheese. Dumplings with sour cabbage because, no, I love sour cabbage. And then Drew got the goulash soup. You ever seen a puppet headbang?
Stop it.